Okay, this one looks at source E. It's an article by George Dixon, a West Indian writer, published in '76. And I like this because it said that the Labour's attitudes towards Britain is that they were colour Britons, meaning they were considered British by everyone. What I might do is just have a look at just expanding what you mean by that, considered British by everyone. I think it means that they may be like half British, because they're kind of British, but they're also coloured. So that means that they're half. Roy Jenkins, blacks speak, was MP, so they speak as much as whites do, not for the same opportunities. Few of us have found them. I believe that George is saying that the government are trying, but it's not really a reality. Okay, not really a reality. Blacks were still treated unfairly, and as hard as the government were trying, it wasn't enough to combat the racism and the attitude towards black people. I'd agree with that. As hard as the government were trying, it wasn't enough to attitude of black people. But what I maybe could add to that is I could think about adding, I can write add into that a little bit about the journey that the Race Relations Act has been on. You mentioned here about '76 and the Race Relations Act, but you could tell me a little bit about how Labour have tried to make things better. The first Race Relations Act didn't really have the power, okay, to deal with the situation. The second, so that's the first, the second Race Relations Act allowed for kind of, what would you say, kind of discrimination on the bounds of experience. Discriminate, that would say, on the bounds of this idea of experience. Yeah, so I like the way that you mention it. I mean, the choice was set for job applicants who felt they'd been unfairly treated due to colour of skin. It was also illegal for offensive music. So there's good old knowledge about the acts here. I like that, the specific old knowledge that you've mentioned, like job applications and music and stuff like that. But I'd like to see it develop further by adding in a little bit about the journey that's gone on, which directly links in how they are trying. Okay, that word there, trying. I think it is definitely a key word, but you just need to think about how that can be used and explain it using the first and then the second acts and how they didn't work and how they ever kept trying, perhaps.